There we go. We are live, and we are going to be doing some more pixel art because pixel art is fun. So, if I see people show up, then I will talk more. Until then, I'm going to be very talking to myself. First one on the stream, missed it. Love it. Wish the paint bucket would work for this. Does it? Wherever you are. You suck. It's still nice and calming, regardless if that works or not. So, the outside first, getting our water drop, water element. Sure why water and ice are always different elements. They're different things, but are they really? Darker blue. Oh, things. Zoom in one more time. Looking good. Well, how do I want to get that in there? I'm going to try another layer first. Not sure if I want it just to be the same color. Different color. White. If anything, it needs to be a lighter blue. The best white. Go with white for now. Pull over a second. Better, nicer. Better, nicer looking. Nice and better looking. Maybe we'll make it transparent or something. Give a transparent layer. Uh, 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 Centered. To be centered if you're drawing the inside of water droplets. Certainly nothing else. Certainly is not anything else. Certainly the inside of a water droplet. Nothing else. bigger, I guess. Big, big boys. What does it look like? Ah, that looks pretty good. It might be being put on that transparent layer, I guess. Let's do it. It probably just. But that's okay. All right. White. Kind of miss the spurting, to be honest. A less sizable, more spurt. Well, that looks good though. That's just enough. This pixel, after all, there's a lot less room for flourish. Okay, just make it like that. I like that. We're gonna go with it. Water, you're gone. We don't need you anymore. All right, what's next? Rocks, wind, fire, maybe. What do we have? It you. Hello, you. How are you? We're making more icons. You should see how many I made. My goodness, I'm crazy. I can show you even. So up here we have, you look on the old icon set, or the default one. Oh, you can stop anytime scrolling. There's the status effects, and then there's all the buffs and debuffs for stats. They seem to be all of those ones, and the next row, which are status, elements, are all sort of tied into the programming already of the game, it looks like. So I'm not going to move where they are, keep them in the same spot. So I want to make some buff and debuffs. So I have the happy little faces and sad faces for the debuffs, and super happy for the really good buffs, and super sad for the really bad buffs. I'm doing elements now. I've only done one. I'm basing them off of Carta Monstra. We have our water drop. And now we have some. I really went crazy with the equipment. Now we have the different underpants for everybody, and some more weapons showing up. This person uses wands. The robot. There's this little outfit. This little pants. That's a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. And there's his work outfit. Below is the big buff guy. That's his kimono. Okay, you can stop. We have Johnny's stuff. I think it was already done, but I like his underpants now. Little golden thongs. Made the plant guy. I don't have his weapon figured out yet exactly, but we have the sex bot here, the lady one with her underpants and her stripper pole, which is her weapon. And that's her work outfit. It is a baby doll. Work outfit for the radio broadcaster. One of the original choices for underpants reworked as a jock strap. And he uses a radio. What's her job? Her actual job to start is sex bot, because that's what she was. But she becomes the ship's counselor because she has the ability to read people's emotions and kinks, mostly emotions. So that makes her qualified to be Troy. And the radio broadcaster uses his whip or her microphone like a whip. There's the big wrench guy and his mankini, his dry suit. And then the bug guy has his little chef outfit. I don't know what kind of weapon. I don't know his weapon either, but I don't know what kind of underpants he wears yet. I think I've run out of all things. And then I made my healing items. So we have the different colas. Health is red, and the blue we have imposter energy, which is for mana. Then spite for technical points. And that's Dr. Popper. That's the lollipop. That's for getting up from the dead. We have the purple ones, which are mega elixirs in other games. Recovers everything, and then the whole party recovers with the multiple drinks. And then stat recovery items, which are chocolate bars. Different stats, different status. Like poison is the green one. And the last one looks like Turkish Delight, and it is for all the status effects. So that's what I ended up doing. I did these ones, the chocolate and the drinks actually did at lunch today. Mostly because drawing them once, then you can just change the colors. So now I'm doing elements. Way back up here. So I have water. I don't know which one to do next. Card of monster stuff. Do fire and ice and electrical. Light and dark. I have all of those. A lot of them ended up being lady parts, which is still funny, mind you. Card of monster. There's not as many lady parts in this game. Fire. This is super confusing underwear. Yeah. I mean, the guy is a crazy cricket guy, so it could be all sorts of things. It's a bit large, giant fire up, but at least it's not a giant crotch for once. Start making the fire one. I'm not sure. Maybe he'll just be wearing like some sort of crazy straps all over him. I don't even know what his junk looks like yet, so I figured every time you see it, it should be more and more horrifying. Sketch idea of it, fine. I don't mind the fires a little bit. It's still cute. I went way faster than the water drop. Just keep fumbling around with that. Refine that up there a bit. Hmm? Oh, mysterious text messages. Just once I have these done, I can use them to make most of the shards, which are how you cast spells. Black. It has to be there to be even. Yeah, it's flatten that. Yeah. Anyways, a bit closer to the spots. Hmm, amazing how much you miss pixels. Now we'll get a darker red. Just looking up underwear styles. If I could count on anyone, it's you. Just to go right into my crazy ideas. Unnecessary straps is a good idea. Who doesn't like a couple extra necessary straps? Actually, earlier I watched a video about someone who seemed to be like the master of underwear, they said. They were just showing off a bunch of different styles. And there's one I had just like no idea what it was. Rings and hoops and all sorts of things. Really confined. They had to cover their junk up too to make it I mean family friendly. Probably not family friendly, but at least not get banned from YouTube friendly. There's our fire. We got to put the little bit in the middle there. That's sort of important. It's okay to be using Carta Monster ones, even though this one's kind of a lady bit. I think that's okay. Still funny. And we'll just do a little bit of fun random dots. Water one. Right spot. That technically wasn't the line. I don't know if those are necessary. This is fire, yeah. This is my Carta Monster little fire. I'll happily fill you in if you missed because you were. I don't know if I like the bottom ones on it. That's not bad. All right, fire. Thanks for coming out. Okay, so what do we got next? That crazy, crazy, crazy chart with all the it's like 38 different combinations or something. Yeah, I loved it. Like that it started like every other chart you ever see in a video game, like four of them. Ooh. So I never really liked the ice one I made for Carta Monstra because it was just a simple one. It wasn't for the cover or anything. It was just quick. Guess we can make it a bit better. And then we have lightning, which I believe is also lady part. Unless we use air, which is lady parts, but the booble ones probably at least is better. Or we can do the earth ones. Two different earth ones I think that would work. Let's bring them both out and see what we think. One's lady parts, one's boy parts. Seems to be how it is. Or we can do ice. I'll show you how ice. It wasn't. It's not my favorite. It had a solid concept. It just didn't translate very well. It was supposed to be an anus. But I don't know if it really looks like one. But again, it was only on one page, the very last page. It was so tiny. So really, I wasn't going to focus on those ones. Can't even see that. Mars symbols. Yeah, we'll make it a little bit more um, obvious. I really wanted to make it look like a snowflake too, but it was too snowflakey, I guess. I don't know what the term is. We're gonna have to use a color we can see and then probably make it white. We're gonna probably change the background color of the elements as well, because the yellow is really hard to see white. A little bit more obvious what it was. Three. That's three. Those look more like Mars symbols. We'll make it go out. That looks anything like an anus either. Yeah. I guess even if it doesn't look like uh, something super naughty, it's at least my own icon. Well, we're getting too artistic. Other layer, just in case this turns out terrible. symmetrical, maybe. Oh, a hit with who? Just did you have company as well, or is it just? I'm just glad it was a hit. You don't have to spread information on the internet if you don't want to. Oh, just the two of you. Okay. I just I know it's not like how anyone else makes macaroni. Even the British person thought I was weird, but it's so easy to remember the recipe and make. It's pretty. I don't know if it looks like a snowflake, but it's pretty. It's like a rug pattern more than a snowflake. Oh, it does, doesn't it? All right, that's what the internet's for. What do snowflakes look like? Exactly, internet. Could you let me know? I don't know what's disappointing. The fact that these are so much better, or that they look so much more like anuses. Oh, well, what do you know about snowflakes? It's not like you make hundreds of them every year. Yeah, this looks so much more like an anus than mine. Okay, so does that one. It looks okay. I don't know if I would call it good, but that's the magic of the internet. Or internet, Photoshop. We can just try again and see if it looks better. I mean, I would be happy with that if it was if I had different icons for every kind of magic attack or something, as opposed to just an element. I think I'd be happy with that for one of them. But I found two online that I quite like the look of, and maybe I will not copy them, but inspired from them. And they're huge. Of course, they're huge. And not even so much they're huge, just that everything is so small. Okay. Now, what do we think looks most like a butt? They both really kind of look like butts. Well, not butts, but the close up of the butt. Bottom one's probably prettier, but the top one probably looks more like the butt. That's what I was thinking too. Uh, and the top one's a little bit more. The bottom one's a definite pattern, so that one would have to be altered quite a bit to be not steely. They're going to really steal this one. It's going to kind of be slightly inspired by it. Then we'll see which looks better. I do like the colors too; they're nice. Okay. I'm way too far away to do this precisely. Mm, okay. Uh, what's wrong with this thing? And hello, welcome back. This looks a hell of a lot more like a snowflake at the very least, opposed to our random rug thing. You're right, that really looks like a rug. I think we'll just keep it for what we had to make a rug. There, for when we make a rug. But, snowflaking. I'm probably going to have to decide on the background of these colors now. Which am I going with? I'm going to go with the one I'm making now. I'm keeping the other one in case I need to make a rug. Because it looks like a rug. You are so right, it was a rug. So we're going to be going with this. Which, to be fair, the rug is not a bad one to maybe have, simply because jokes. Oh, that's, why does that not work? It should totally work. Maybe you're not as wide as you should be. Maybe I can't count. It's one of those two. You're on a completely different. Yeah. What's the good one? How did I mess that up so bad? It feels like, yeah, there should be more pixels. One, two, three, four, five. Two. There's only four this way. So somehow I messed that up. Uh, my emotions. Is that wrong? One, two, three. Uh, I just not count right. No, help. All right, that's what this is for. New layer. Help me figure out what I did wrong. This is a bit like the laser hypno eye. Well, that's a good start. Okay, one, two, two. It looks different. What? Already look different. It's definitely taller than it is wide. Honestly, can't figure it out. Yeah, but I can't figure out how I messed that up. Maybe it just doesn't work. Eh, I don't want to trace it. At the very least, it'll tell me how I screwed up. In theory, mine just looks off. This one not right. I don't know. Color we can see. Angle on the arrows don't work. Even close to the color I thought I was picking. In my arrows, well, it was longer by one row. All right. Maybe we should just count it better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, 2, 3, 4, 5. How does that compare? Oh, that's everything. Oh, no. That's times when you randomly click things. Makes all sorts of noises. How did I mess up mine? Yeah, that is taller, isn't it? Well, third time's the charm. Okay. Okay. I don't want to be selecting anything. Stop it. I had no idea. Is there a mirror brush in this? I don't even know where. It's probably a brush. I don't know if it work with a pencil. One of the many things I've never looked for in this since I was like 12. Is a feature of brush. The brush doesn't work so well. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, plaster. I'm making an ABS like Zelda. Wonder swing. Oh, I'm I'm sure there's plugins for that plaster. I really don't. I'm sticking with the traditional style, so I don't really know how to do Zelda splashes. You would definitely need to make the animations though for them to swing. I have seen people do it in RPG Maker before, but it looks like a butterfly. Hmm. I That's going to be a forum thing. I think I'm not really sure unless you're thinking more like it's just active time battle like in Final Fantasy VI, because that's just a plugin. But if it's actually like Zelda, that's going to be a. I'm sure there's just a script. I know people have done it. Left for my armor weapons to change to equip them. It's up to input. No, it isn't. That's the love of equipment. I figured out how to do that actually just recently. I have different equipment for different outfits. All you need to do is have a parallel event running that has conditionals. No, it's just a parallel event. It just has conditional. You tell it if character is wearing this equipment, put this sprite on or this battler on, and it actually works pretty well. It doesn't change it right away if you're in the menu. If you wanted to change the face graphic and stuff, it does. But like it'll do all that stuff, change all three things, but it won't. I think you can even change anything, like the name of the character, even if they change their outfit. But it will not do it while you're in the menu. You have to exit the menu, and it'll pop up right away. But I like this snowflake much better. I'm recreating 2D MMO, but making a lot of changes. I've been drawing on top of these. No, where did I draw this? You were better at pixel art. I haven't actually done all that much pixel art. I just kind of started drawing the pixel art for some battlers. I use a stylus for that because it's easier to get the right poses and stuff like that. But this stuff is just for these little icons and stuff. Just sort of just make what looks good. As you can see, my first snowflake attempt. Yeah, it looks. Poor number fan told me, and I'm keeping it just for that. It's a rug. It doesn't look like a snowflake at all. This one does. I have seen some Joseph stuff. I don't know if he makes. I haven't actually seen him playtest his skills or anything, so I'm not sure if he actually make. He makes little icons and stuff. But I needed to draw a whole bunch of them anyways for my game, for outfits and stuff. So I thought I should make them all consistent. It's been actually quite fun. You work too much to get too dedicated. Yeah, I know how that's like. I think yesterday I got home from work and I did 6 hours of drawing icons because I got excited by it, but I got quite a few done. I'll just quickly zoom out. That's as many as I have now. So it's all the equipment I've drawn pictures for when they change outfits, the characters, and just the items. But a lot of pixel art really is that is maybe, and I don't know what you're talking about. And the fire isn't anything either. Don't look too much into it. One of my costumes is an eggplant. Also, what are you talking about? There's nothing. No transparent thing there at all. All right, now let's make this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be blue. Water is blue, white. Am I entirely innocent art? Well, thank you very much. I'm really laughing. Aw. Yeah, I keep that. That's on a separate layer just in case I need to hide it quickly because the mod shows up. Although any mods would be my mods, wouldn't they? I will see you next time. Next crime. Oh, Carmen. Former fan Diego. Right there. Might cheat. If we just add in a gradient overlay, probably. No, that would be more in the center, wouldn't you? No, it's not in the center. It must be something else on my layer. It doesn't match anyways. Let's just do lighter, white maybe. Snowflakes. I'm gonna have to change the background color. Let's do that. Fire. There they are. I think I still have the script. My attempt at making the outfits change is still, I think, just in my test room RPG Maker. I can just open it quickly too. I want it reddish, but I don't want it to be too red. Overwhelm the red. Water one. That one pretty much can just be that dark blue. Ice. It's a good color for ice, but it makes it really hard to see the snowflake. I want it to be purple. Or the color I want. I'll have to change my snowflake a bit. That's okay. I'm going to change the color this one is, but it could be a bit darker than an actual snowflake. It's magic. That's how magic works. That's not even. That's exactly the same color. Right? Where is this? There it is. Okay. Apparently there is a mirror brush. Let's make it huge. big is this? What do you do with it? Just press enter or some shit? So yeah, it's useful. Used for snowflakes. Oh, hi. How are you? We're making elements and many other icons. You see how many I have now. It is ridiculous. I became obsessed. The streaming's going good. We had a couple people just leave. I was thinking maybe I should stop, but then I didn't, and you showed up. So hi. I could show you all the icons I have because why not? Excuse me. So we go to the save this first in case. Yeah. So this is in the original one. These layers are the buffs and the debuffs, and they're coded into the game as far as I can tell. So if you debuff somebody with something that says debuffs attack, it'll show that icon above their head in this position on the map or the pixel grid. So I want to make sure I had all those matching. The status effects seem to be like that too. They're hard programmed in, and the elements. I'm not sure how many of these are because I don't know why loot is an element, but I'm going to keep them sort of in the same spot. So I have all my happy face attack buffs and sad face attack lowers. And then when there's two versions, the really good super buff and then the really bad debuff. Touch. And thank you. Here are all the different outfits I've made so far. So everyone got their own underpants. I'm not sure if you were there when that started. And all their little outfits. Work outfit. Most people have the same work outfit or the uniform except for the computer, which is this one. Has a scarf. Yeah, so I have all these. There's his magic wand. The computer, that's his weapon. A kimono over here for the big burly guy. These little golden underpants. Lady Hilfa still gets the eggplant. I was thinking maybe of changing some of the vegetables because there's just so many bananas and eggplants and everything. But the eggplant's got a lot of girth to it, so I kind of like it. Yeah, and then we have that's the plant guy, so that's his little caution stripes outfit for when he's working in the cargo bay. Yeah, the lady one, sex robot. Her work outfit is a baby doll. That's her original work outfit. She becomes a crew member, and that's her weapon. It's a stripper pole. This is my. He's a radio host, so that's his radio microphone, and uses the cord like a whip with his jock strap and his Fraser Crane vest. And that's a big wrench, the whack and wrench engineer in his mankini. This is the chef. He's the crazy bug guy. Well, the sex robot was on the just sort of there to be a sex robot originally, but when you only have 9 crew members for an entire starship, and they do have the ability to read people's emotions slash kinks, it does make them a really good ship counselor. So I know they can know what you're thinking right away and what your kinks are. And then I also made some healing items, which are all for vending machines. So we have different sodas. Photoshop gets crazy after a while. Sodas, and then chocolate bars, which heal status ailments. That's the nougat one. Turkish delight. It looks like it cures everything. I have the hiccups. I'm really upset. I'll get the potato. Photoshop religion. Okay, so now I have. Might just make that a bit lighter. Oops. Oh, what you doing, computer? Minimize that. Will it fix it? Yeah. Okay. That, hiccups. Yeah, I gotta find my cord again and actually go to the living room and plug in to the internet. I think. But the problem with that is that it's all the way over there. You understand, right? Let's just try to get that bit brighter, I guess. Oh, I'm glad. I think plugging in the actual internet would help. I suppose just streaming from the Wi-Fi connection. That's true. Lots of people stream from Wi-Fi connections, right? Coffee gets see. I get around my coffee getting cold by not drinking coffee. Then it never gets cold. I'm sneaky like that. Oh, weird. Ones. All right. So I have been using sort of the Carta Monster ones, yeah, as my templates. Let's see. Fire, water, ice, electricity, and rocks and wind. One of those should be next. Dark and light. I don't know what that is. Healing, maybe? I'm not sure. I have never. I know it sounds weird, but I've never drank coffee. I've never liked it. I don't really like hot drinks. That makes sense. It doesn't, but it does to me. I just don't like hot drinks. Tea, coffees. The only one I can really handle is hot chocolate. I let it get almost room temperature cold before I drink it. I do drink caffeine though. I drink hop, and I know I shouldn't. Caffeine's addictive. So what can we do next? Maybe do the wind one. I have wind from Carna Monstra. Where's wind in location to this? Is two after water. Carna Monster. I don't think this is naughty enough to get banned. Hope not. Don't tell anyone. It's not addictive? No. Just didn't know that I got headaches and the coffee was the cure. Oh, that is so true about coffee though. Last last year for Lent, randomly gave up stuff because I thought it was funny. I was given the task to give up. I gave up pop for an entire month. I shouldn't have started to drink it again because it was 2 weeks of just pure nightmare fuel, getting over the headaches. And then I pretty much finally got over it, and then I was allowed to drink pop again. So I said, yes, yes, I still want it. I love it. I should not have gone back to it. I was almost over it. So we're gonna start with just using a color I can actually read. C. Sugar is addictive? Yes, but I'm drinking, which is just, that's fun. I still have the mirror brush on. I want it just to be vertical. Yeah, it doesn't work. I can just cut, this one just is a flip though, so I'm going to turn off the brush. Just do one booble is all I need. I mean, it's not a booble. I don't really need such a more on the bottom there. What is the derp-eyed, the derp-eyed coin? This derp-eyed coin. Which one is the derp-eyed coin? One that's not booze. Let's see. That one's water, and it might have something in it. Are we talking about, or this thing here? Now, the one below? Because that one below is when I tried to make a snowflake for the first time and failed miserably and made a carpet. We were oh, okay. Are talking about the one that might, it's totally not boobs. It's just some sort of officer. Not boobs at all, officer. See, that's why I kept it, simply because I'm sure it could be used for something resembling that joke. You think the same. There's been very many instances so uh, recently that have proved very think the same. We probably could pilot a giant robot together. It depends though if it's an Evangelion one, because then there was only that one, or if it is a giant battle mech one. Pacific Rim. Because I'm pretty sure we have the same dance skills, so we could very least make a very, very awesome dancing robot. Flip this. Ooh, breakdance fighting. There needs to be more breakdance fighting in Pacific Rim specifically. They should remake it. 99% breakdance fighting and nothing else. That looks like wind. No, it doesn't. It just looks like boobles. Have to work on the wings a bit. Kaiju. I mean, like, that movie. Oh, obviously, just Evangelion. Plot was pretty much the same thing, even. It's almost like wings. I think my problem is this. See, the only reason why I know Evangelion is because I used to be into anime. All my friends were really into anime when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Then I guess I'll think it's cool too. And it's not that it isn't cool; it just never really was actually my thing. I just kind of watched it because everyone else was doing it. Some shows are good though. But I did see pretty much all of Evangelion. We are the same person. It's been well established. It just needs to be more wing girth. But yeah, when that was going on, Evangelion was one of the ones that I saw, and I still kind of like that one simply because it had a really good premise and boys that were totally going to be kissing later. That kind of got canceled. Uh oh. I'm in trouble now. Hello. Draw some good wind element for Guy Moore to wood element. We're gonna probably have to draw wood element next. And they're wings. And those are birds flying. I would just get rid of those. Don't need those anymore. Totally don't need those anymore. All right. Now we're gonna make this actually wind colored. I think I broke Gravity and Biscuits. They showed up and they just don't know what to say anymore. I know my wind was yellow before. I think all the RPG Maker wind stuff is green. We're gonna go for green. Thank you. I might even my head on properly. Sometimes it falls off. Oh no, it's working. Good job, head. You're working. Yeah. I think all the RPG Maker stuff is green. So we're gonna go for that. And I could change it. But I like the green. I'll use yellow for lightning. The only reason why that was green in or yellow in Monster was for Pikachu ripoff. You were deciding whether to use just which face to use. Yeah, so we're Gravity. We're making all the custom little avatars, icons for my RPG Maker game right now. I'm in elements right now, which this is wind. It's 2 wings, nothing else. Just like how that's just a reflection in the water and nothing else. I have quite a few of them I can show you. I'm just going to finish. I'll zoom out again. I'm just going to finish the green color here. So, think too hard. There's nothing to think hard about. Not even a little bit. I mean, it's wet. It's not hard. It's wet. So I think in RPG Maker, some of them are tied to the programming. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like the status ones are somehow coded into it where they are located for how they show up in the programming, and the buffs and the elements are sort of in there because at least the plugins I have, they automatically change the status menu to say what elements you're resistant to. It's hard water. Uh, so we're keeping things the same spot for that. The fire element is fire. It isn't anything else. So we have our happy statuses, and then our super happy statuses, and then our sad ones, and our sad brownie status. What's really happening? It is just fire. It's not at all any lady part. So I have all my costumes going. That's the carpet. It was my first attempt at a snowflake, and now it's the carpet. I have all my inventory going. So I don't have all the weapons decided yet for the characters, but the first slot's weapons. The main character here has in yellow has the squeegee. This person has a magic wand. And then the rest of them are outfits. So we have the birthday suit, which is, it's the regular outfit, of course. And yeah, regular outfit, just, with the party hat instead. I think it'd be good to have funny elements. I have a book called Carta Monstra. It has a joke about how it starts off really simple, but it's so complicated that nobody understands what's going on unless they're been embroiled in their lore for decades. So it had 38 elements, I think. That's where all of these are from. I'm drawing. I'm kind of using them as a reference. It had 38 elements, and they all were interconnected and everything. So there wasn't cigar, but there was smoke. Oh yeah, so different outfits. Then the eggplant outfit is like the birthday suit, but there's an eggplant. And then we have their underpants, their star uniform shirt and pants. This is for my robot. They wear a slightly different outfit. Not a robot, the AI for the computer. And everyone has a special outfit for work or kimono, space suits and stuff. They have all these outfits drawn for fun. And other weapons, there's a big wrench, a microphone someone uses as a whip, because nobody has a regular weapon in this, and a stripper pole. And then we have some items I drew while I was drinking my lunch today. Uh, all the potions are pop because they're all from vending machines. And the status fixing items are all chocolate bars. So in my game, the armor actually doesn't give anything. Doesn't affect the stats, and they're only ever going to have one weapon. I think they can upgrade it, but I don't need any more than one icon. Pull for stripping paint, nothing else. So when you put on the outfit, basically, it changes what the character looks like in the battle. I have sprites. I have, I think, just quickly pop one up. That so if you put on this character's underpants, that's just what he's wearing, which is over here. But he has different outfits as well. I have them somewhere. But, so no stats for any of the equipment. They just change the outfit and what they look like. And the stripper pole it's a stripper pole. I can't show the party hat outfit, no. And because that character legit was a sex android, but they become a counselor instead because they can read emotions. Like Troy, because this is a spaceship parody kind of game. Yeah, but now we're just working on some custom elements. I know what you're talking about. It doesn't look like boobs at all. Anyone that says it does just looks exactly at things the way they are and is totally right. Don't tell Twitter. This party outfit is a surprise party. I mean, if you wore that to battle, you probably would be surprised to have done that in the first place. This is the only reason. Ah, I'm just watching what other people are talking about. Ooh, that's a thing. Something happened. You found following love. Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, that sound happened earlier, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, why is my computer making weird noises? Somebody must have followed me, and I forgot to thank them. I didn't know what it meant. Oops. Yeah, and feel free to talk about me. I can add any information you need to add more dark green to this. You've been following me for the longest time on the Twitters. I've been really into watching RPG Maker and player streams lately. It gets me quite motivated to keep up work on my game. Fish memory. I just know that you I know you followed me first, and I thought, oh, that was way back. I just started Twitter. Oh, do they even know who they're following? They know what I'm here for. But yeah, that was way back, and then you completely and totally confirmed or fixed any suspicions I ever had of you. Not that I was suspicious. I thought you'd maybe just followed me by accident, but you followed me on purpose, and that was amazing. That's all I really remember as to why, though. I also can't remember things. We're the same person. Well, one of my best Twitter peeps. Then if those, uh, whatever they're called, those birds, I don't know if they need any black on them. Maybe too much. Now let's give it an actual background color. Green to go with the greenness of it. And then we'll have to pick another element to draw. unless we have a flash of inspiration and decide what somebody else will use as the incredibly strange weapon. It's not that you have a bad memory; it's that you stole my memory. Now I know that can't be true because I would have remembered that. You looked at what those birds I'm drawing are actually. What are they? Yeah, they're the boobies, the blue-footed ones. Oh, great English tits! There's so many birds, so many birds. It just sounds so hilarious. Okay, so let's ooh, that just made it funny. Green's this way. Yeah, weapons for people to use. So I'll zoom out first because if I don't zoom out, open things in here, it goes to their giant crotch. No matter what, I can show you. I have about half of them figured out. I have to actually get to that spot. There isn't a problem with giant crotch. This is funny. Every single time I open something, went right to their crotch because of how this file is set up that I'm working on. Image, picture. Start with the Johnny. He knows me so. That's just Photoshop knowing me. It's know what I've done. It knows what I've done. There. Okay, so that's Johnny, the main character. He's tied to yellow. Everyone's tied to a color. So he's the one that uses the squeegee because he is the holodeck cleaner. I thought I kind of did some brainstorming at some Twitter polls. What is the worst job you can have on a space station or starship? And if they're not cleaning up the remains of somebody that got just splattered, they're definitely cleaning up foul scum. Everyone's tied to a color like everything I ever do always. I always give people colors. I don't know why. I guess because I'm always writing like video game parodies or actually making a video game like this one. So it's good to have people. Star Trek dream. Ooh. So that is Johnny. His weapon is the squeegee. Then we have the ship's AI, Aiden. His weapon is a magic wand. Pink one here. It's a science wand actually, because he is the magic user of the party, but magic doesn't exist, but science does. So he is a science, the glass cannon science character. But that one I know the weapon for. I'm an engineer who uses the weapon is a giant wrench there. That one's good. I have a radio host. You're working on the cargo by using a levitating mechanical lift to unload cargo shuttles to put into storage rack. That was the entire dream, just that. That's funny because one of my characters, that is their job. So I'll show them right after. But there's the guy that has the whip slash microphone whip. Reverse chainsaw. handles a moving chain. That's your actual dream job. And you work in a warehouse. Like, well, there are, yeah, those sword chains. What are they? Chain swords? Those are in Warhammer. Then I have the warehouse worker, which I haven't quite decided on weapon. I was going to make it gloves, but I'm trying to give everybody ridiculous weapons, like stripper poles and squeegees. So I wanted to keep something about him being in the cargo bay to keep the weapon weird. So maybe a dolly or something. But he's actually the muscle, so as you can tell, he's super muscly. I like both of them. They're lovely. I haven't really got to the computers talked because I've gotten all the way to the basically to the plan point introduction. And I have the big, huge, grumpy second officer guy. I don't have a weapon for him yet either. It might be just a clipboard because he's very strict to the T letter. But he's orange. And what else do I got? The other characters I have are not colored yet fully. Oh wait, no, I have one more that's colored. I have the Mary Sue, Marty Stew, I guess, character. It's Wesley Crusher, basically. So I think he's going to be using a flute because it's funny for various reasons of flutes, and because Picard had that flute. I couldn't find anything that Wesley Crusher actually used. Well, Will Wheaton's a completely different person than Wesley Crusher. I kind of feel sorry for Will Wheaton because Wesley was such a Marty Stew. They just used him wrong. Could have had inspiration as to how like he solved all the problems on the ship. Oh, have you tried using this in a different way? But he was always like, no, you just don't know how to do your engineering job. You went to 4 years of engineering school for. And I do, but I'm 12. Jeez. I've seen him at conventions and stuff. And I've actually talked to a little bit in a forum kind of spot. He's quite nice, not at all like Wesley Crusher. I think he's gonna have a flute. That one. Then I have people that aren't colored yet. Very different spot on the computer. I have the chef, who is this lovely guy. Yeah, his tabletop is a good show. So that's the chef. He's also a renegade meat biologist, and basically he's like a in Star Trek the first series. He's basically a Klingon, so he's a bad guy, but he is a stowaway. I'm gonna give him some sort of ridiculous chef weapon. Everything I try to avoid somebody else using a sword. So everything I can think of so far for chef weapons would sort of be like a spoon or something. Sort of like hits like a sword. A ladle is a better than the spoons, actually. I didn't even think of ladles. It might be a ladle. And then the last person is the one that already has a stripper pole. There she is. The sex robot. And yeah, there might be a reason as to an electric kettle. That's also funny. Might be a reason why they still have the eggplant. Anyways, that's the one that has a stripper pole. And just uses it like a spear. They don't actually strip. She does smuggle eggplants. This is a sexy game, so, and it's boys are sexy game, so you have to suspect that's a huge fetish because I know that's a huge fetish. But she can convert. So, what's the next element to make? Use the carpet element that we still have there. Lightning, rocks, light and dark. Those do I have on hand. And you get the rocks off. So I have two different because I made like 38 different element things for that ridiculous. Well, someone is raiding. My goodness. I better hide those nibbles. I mean, hello. I'll even send a message. I'll say hi and thanks. I've never been raided before. And murder's here too. I've heard a lot about murder. I think I've talked to you. I've been in some streams lately for watching RPG Maker. So I've been making my sprite sheet. I just talked about everything, but we'll just maybe look at it. You're just talking out loud like an idiot. Wooden ocean. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I am the same person. And here are my icons I've done so far. We're working on elements right now. But I also have custom ones for all the different outfits and weapons that I've made and healing items too. We're working on elements and yeah, I made all of these. We even wear the same pants. Yeah, all of these were made. The elements I'm basing off a book I made where I had 38 elements or so, just as a joke. Yeah, we're gonna have wood. So we have a. I was gonna do earth next. I'm just going to that spot in my computer so I can sort of decide which are the two earth ones I like best to make. So, Carta monster. Wood element is a rare element on the spaceship. As rare as Tina. Yeah, so that was Murder's game yesterday that we were watching. 5 people here. That's amazing. Okay, so element. I got. So I was either going to use the rock one or the plant one for my next one. I'll just bring them in so I can kind of judge them. Ooh, another. Oh, thank you very much, Murder. That's Murder. So that is plant element. It's completely innocent. I don't know what you're talking about if you think it's anything but just a plant. rock as well. Come on, rock. Oh, I have to say enter. Whoa. I didn't even know you could do whatever that is. And then we have a rock. So I might have to go with just the rock simply because, yeah, it's just a normal pile of rocks. Uh, this one's a normal pile of rocks, and this one is totally a leaf that doesn't have anything going on at all. It's a pillar. It was a pillar that broke. Nothing else. It's just going to be 2 stones. Yeah, it just totally says more about you. Just a normal pile of rock. It's not? Yeah, no, well, it's not because it was, you know, um, yeah, it used to be a pillar, but then it crumbled. I am innocent like the purely driven snow. Where's rocks again? The side wind? Okay. The leaf is fun and all, but we already have a whatever that is over there in the fire, so probably use a rock. Well, I had to make it. Try here, snow. The premise was that the person that made these was a little bit of a freak, and that's just not me saying that. In the actual book I did, they're a little bit of a freak show. So they made everything, and they were into everything. So quite a few of them are, even though the book was mostly male content with Pokemon, not Pokemon though, actual people ones that had Pokemon stuff. But the person who made the game was into everything, so I did a whole bunch of other. Well, there was 38. It turns out that lady bits are much easier to hide in things than male bits. It turns out. So if you ever need to hide one of them lady gina things in something, it's much easier to hide that than your pillar, your standard pillar here. All right, let's draw. That's kind of what we're doing, isn't it? I think that's what we're doing. We're drawing and talking about rock pillars. Yes? Dude. My goal is to make a funny thing first. Everything is dirty in my icons? What are you talking about? There is not. Okay, there is. But oh, look what you did to this rock. This is your fault, Joseph. It was going to be a normal rock, and look what you did to it. Oh, like just murder pops. It just says murder. Like nothing's going on. This is just a rock. Just a rock. It's rock hard, anyways. Make sure it's centered though. Gotta make it wider. Give that rock a little bit more rockness. I'm gonna make myself some tea. You can't leave. They'll jump on me. They'll know I'm dirty minded because I won't be able to deflect. Oh yeah. Uh, now that people are actually, I was gonna ask you, Joseph. I heard that you did your all your icons too. Somebody told me. I wasn't sure if that's true. I haven't actually seen your icons in your game. That's not true. Okay. Yes. What was his name again? It's still there. Oh no, it doesn't keep it anymore. Grabbed a pack off the forum. Lots of people use the same pack. I was going to need to do some of my own regardless. Oh, your battlers. Okay. I know that takes forever. I have one battler going, a couple others planned. So I know it's so much to do. Angels. Hundred by 150. I don't know how big my battler is. I have one on my desktop. I keep on bringing him in. The character. It's his underpants outfit, so it's fine for Twitter. Right? Oops. Don't look at that. Transparency layers. That's my main character before he had a mouth, anyways, as a battler. All done, but I have to draw his costumes. I'm not really sure if I like his sleeping pose. Turn this layer off just because. Remember, yeah, the dad of the kid's grave. That was your game. Custom might be better. It sort of depends what kind of game you're making. How tall is he? I'm pretty sure they're pretty big. I think they're like 100, at least 160. I can see it. I don't know if I can open the Battler right now in Photoshop because some of them have things out. I'm not sure where I saved it as. I'll check though. Battlers. I can't tell what he's wearing. Well, he has an outfit anyways. At least one pose. That's I think actually his pixel height. I just count. It won't take very long to cheat count it. Is my game going to be loot? Yes. Oh, of course. I can. I mean, I can cheat. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, he's about 100, 101. I could look at the image size, but then I'd have to have opened it in the right window, and I didn't want to. He's 101. I know my image is a little bit bigger in the setup file because I have characters that are taller than him. Yeah, he doesn't even look that big. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, why would you think my game's going to be lewd? It's not like I write Alpharotica or anything books. It's just my next natural progression. Make Earth orange. Feels very orangey. Base sprite, no frame. I have the whole little. All the poses are done. I just don't know if I can open it because I don't know what I left it on, and it's too small to see. I can't. Yeah, for this main guy, Johnny has all his poses. How long did he take? The first one I made was for a different game I started, but I didn't go through. That took about a week to get everything done. But making the poses for Johnny was about a day and a half. He has, I think, about three, four, four actual different poses that have alterations. But I can't show anybody because I don't know what he's wearing. I just have to change his outfits because he has quite a few outfits. And thank you. Yeah, my goal is to make a game that's fun at first, and it can be sexy as well, but I want it to be fun, interesting. Well, I'm also um, I'm a graphic designer. That's my actual job, and I also draw like children's books and stuff. Huh. So I'm much faster with art than I would be with programming. I am not. I can do programming. I took it a little bit of it in school. I am not fast or good at it. Web developer. Yeah, so you have a lot more experience with the programming side of stuff, especially if you're doing web stuff. And how to code. I don't really. I made like a dice roller. That's about as good as I can program. This is just a rock. I'm gonna have to make it look a little bit more like rocks in case somebody reports me. Make it look more like rocks. At least plausible deniability. I need that. That's I'm still working on it. Still trying to make it a little bit less weenusy. Yeah, so I actually started my my sprite sheet yesterday. So yeah, I'm going pretty quick here. I know that some sprites take a lot longer than others. I've done a lot of copying, like for the pants and stuff. The shirts are all the same outline. Just yeah. Orange. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't even try pixel art until I tried to do a battler for my previous game. Bet is wearing pants. Welcome back, Bard. Bet I bet she's wearing pants. Art. Oh, I don't know if she is. Didn't I save it? You think I would be able to save one thing without having weenuses? I don't want to open things in case. Uh, oh, that one's called Clothed, and it's a ping. I can open it on my computer first. That's good. Okay, that's wearing clothes. Here's a battler. They're about the same height as Johnny. This is my first pixel art I ever tried. And then I realized I kind of liked it. So for like this one, there's the same sort of pose for the first three, that just the arms are in different spots with sword. Thank you. I used her grave, her death thing is what I made for my other character, Johnny. It's funny. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely better at the art part of game development than the programming. 3 days ago, I tried to use the Yanfly engine to make a just one custom animation, and all he could do. I'm not well. This was a different game. I'm probably just going to actually use her base color, base colors, base thing for the robot. She's pretty much done. I would just have to change her outfit. This was a different game I was making, and then I said, no, I should make a game that's actually this Johnny one that I'm making now. You know how it is. You start a project and you abandon it right away. I did learn that I quite like making sprites, so I knew I would have to in this one. Actually, yeah. So, have you made my sprites? Oh, wonderful. I would certainly help. Yes, far away. I know what that's like. Oh, you need to eat more. You are like me. Never remember to make food. Bad. Totally rocks. Uh, let's give it some rock cracks. Food calls. Yeah, so I knew for my game I was going to have to make some custom sprites. Mostly because for some reason, underpants are not a standard RPG Maker asset for sprites. I don't know why. Okay, I know why. But I was going to have to make that anyways. I hid the sheen on the water element just in case. But I think this rock is more than enough to get me in trouble. So we might as well just turn that back on. That's more plausible deniability than it was before. It's just a rock pillar. It just crumbled is all. Look, there's even little rocks on the ground. We don't need this rock anymore. We would just take this. Ooh, can't get the green. Yep, any other? No, I don't have any other suggestive imagery. Actually, the elements are the worst so far for being suggestive. That's for sure. Make the background for this orange. There. I mean, if I just went down a bit, it wouldn't be that bad. So I know that's Thunder's spot. There's dark and light in this too. Oops. Helvetica. Anyone know what this one beside dark is? Is it just healing? Is that like healing element? I know that these ones are tied to the programming somehow. At least they are with the. Looks kind of like poop now. Well, as long as it doesn't look like a big donkus. Holy? I thought isn't the light one holy? That this one's holy. I thought the positions of them are, I think, but only when you select your icon. But I think I have like a Yanfly thing, and when if you cast, well, this is already in the game. If you cast like a debuff spell, these icons show up over the character's head, regardless of what icon I select. I think And if you curse somebody, regardless of what icon you pick, they like have the curse one, so they're somehow tied. But you can still select it. Hmm. Yeah. Why? Oh, well, it's okay just to leave them where they are because I already set up all of the abilities for the character that uses the debuffs and stuff. So I might as well just leave them where they are. States. Okay. I guess. Yeah. I guess it must automatically update or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them where they are in relation because it's not a big deal just to put the same element in the same spot. I can just fix things later. But I don't want to have to fix things. I already set up all of my magic making items. I sort of have it set up that you have everyone can put on a magic equipment and then cast spells tied to the equipment you have. So sort of like materia in Final Fantasy VII. And then everyone has a different ability that uses their TP. So the main character uses all the debuffs. And while you can get spells that do that too, he can use TP to do that. So that's what makes him different than anyone else. Nobody else can use their TP to do that. The one that's most like a mage gets some spells as his TP things. But you don't have to equip magic if you don't want to. During development, development takes so long, but I already knew that before I started. Lightning. Lightning, holy, or dark. I don't even remember what dark in any of these look like, actually, from my book when I drew them. Let's find out. I don't even know if I want to have holy and dark elements in this, though. So way down there. Yeah, that one's fine. I probably can get away with that one, even with even with people watching. It's smaller, so I can actually see it. This will be our yellow one. See what. As I said earlier to somebody that it's much easier to hide lady parts and things than it is to hide dongs. So just it's cross legs. It's a cloud. It's a cloud. It's a thundercloud and nothing else. Actually, since a whole bunch of people are here, yeah, it's cross legs. A whole bunch of people are here though, so maybe we can do a map for a second instead. That's a lot of symbols I've done today. Once it opens, very proud of what I made the actual world. What? That's air ducts. It's mental. It's an air vent system, and it's supposed to be mental because it is a spaceship. Yeah, that's where you keep the steam vents. I have my spaceship bridge. Bridge. I have a captain's quarters, holodecks, and the messed up holodeck, which is the first level. Crew quarters, and facilities, which aren't fully done yet. I don't know what's going to go in that room. There's no gym equipment, amazingly, in the RPG Maker tile set. And it's not anything secret at all. People, yeah, laser traps. Like, that's all steam vents are. I don't know why they even have. Yeah, they must only do Klingon yoga. The sauna. There's amazingly way more things to make a sauna than there is just to make a workout room. Anyways, so I've been making my planet, the first planet you go to. I did a whole bunch of research on stars, different colored stars, different sizes of stars make different colors. Uh, Plants work the best. They're stable. I think, especially since this is a sexy one, there's going to have to need to be a bath. But, so the way I've set up my encounter or my areas, so there's no encounters on the world map, but if you go to certain areas, like right here, you go to a battle map. The first time you have to go through it, but any other time you can just walk over it. So I have my little battle area maps here. That one's just pretty. If you went to a certain star type, O-type stars, the biggest ones in the galaxy. Those are the ones we can actually see when we look outside. Any plants that would live there would have to block out all the blue light because it'd be so intense, so they would need to be blue. Oh, thank you. I made a whole bunch. This is the best thing about what I can do. I can just edit my map now and change the star. This is why I have to show this off. It's exciting. If I say it's an A-type star instead, I just say okay, and it's an A-type star. Yeah, I didn't want to get a different tile set completely, but I wanted it to be different. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted it to be different than the standard stuff. But you can also say, hey, there's so much. I put a lot of research into this sexy things. If you went to a B type star, you get autumn colors basically all the time, and plants need to turn green to die if there would be seasons. I can also do F stars or one bigger, where I'm going to publish it. So I was thinking of getting basically this planet done and all the character introductions, and I'm probably going to try to put it on maybe on Patreon so I can finish developing it, or possibly on Steam. I'm not sure. Steam allows some sexy things, but they're uptight about dongles. So if we went to one star size bigger than ours, plants would have to be yellow, pretty much. So that was not very exciting, but I made it anyways. K, K. That's K is one of my favorites. The plants would need to be fuchsia. This was just Photoshop stuff. So it didn't take that long. If anyone needs a special color map for their RPG maker that uses one of these star color palettes, I can just easily give you the items. Do boob and butt, but not rhubarb. Isn't Conan Exiles on that? M stars are like those are the red stars. They would either to be black or gray, so I wasn't sure which I liked better. I made both. T is the other. Oh, that's really tiny stars that would need all the colors. Must be missed one. M, maybe M. I missed L. I must have missed L. Everyone gives Conan Exiles a pass. Well, yeah, there we go. The plants that would need to block out every color of light, or collect every color of light. The stars are so small. I have all of these, so if anyone actually just needs a recolor, I can do it to the world map as well. Recolored those two. Why? Pretty purple planet, which has no research at all. It just was pretty. And then I made the mindfuck terrain, which is actually, you wouldn't think it'd be that hard, but walking around on this map with all the blue and the green versed, I had to pay attention so hard. I kept on trying to walk into the water. Anyways, yeah, I like the purple one. It's based off a star that's a theoretical star, and the theoretical star is apparently the uh, most stars in the galaxy are them, but we can't even see them because they're so dim. You could walk right into them. Well, you can walk into any star, but you could actually live. But they were purple, the theory of them. So I just made the plants purple. They have my little different battle areas just because I think they're fun. I haven't done all the programming for them yet. I haven't placed any monsters or chests. This is my favorite one. This is how I make things. Big huge divisions right down the middle. Because that one happens down here, right here, where there's a division. So I think it's stupid. Yeah, you're supposed to eat. You were supposed to eat a long time ago. I'll not be able to access a lot of that stuff. And I have a little cave with all the little lights. Oh no, thanks for watching the streaming. That's more important than streaming. With your character. Yeah. If you go onto the actual Steam and stuff, or onto PlayStation, goodness, just had to show off a bit of that. The meat on your bones. And you got to get some meat on your bones too. I've eaten. I ordered really big lunch and had extra lunch for dinner. Good night. Oh, no problem. Thanks for watching. That's more important than showing off. My casino. I can't seem to figure out how to stream them. The lewd one. I can send you the lewd one. It's funny. And I have either the lady elf or the guy with the squeegee. I can share, just not over streams. Of course, I do need Discord. I have Twitter. I got to start a Discord too. I originally was going to start streaming like a year and a half ago. I did a couple streams, but then I stopped for whatever reason. I was trying to make YouTube videos. I thought I would go on. I went on Twitch basically just to see if anyone was doing RPG Maker stuff, and they were. It kind of inspired me to actually pick up and start my game again. Start a new game. The other one was sort of a meme game, my own stuff, but I thought this would be better to post. No, I don't post things unless I'm allowed. I'm very good like that. I've had Twitter, and I have no. I don't think anyone's blocked me on Twitter, so YouTube is going to start getting traction on Twitch. YouTube was kind of a grind. It was fun to make the videos. Someone told me that they're going to learn how to do editing though and be my editor because they really were interested in that. So that's why I kind of started to make some. So I got a whole bunch of footage, and then they never did it. So I made a couple myself to learn the program, and I was like, I don't want to do this right now. I'd rather make a game or something. Oh well, they're still a lovely person. Yeah, that's all. I'm really doing my Twitch too. But I checked, and I didn't see anyone actually playing any RPG Maker stuff. So that's why I started to stream today. Oh yeah, a space box too. I can't seem to get my test place to show up. I tried. RPG makers have their own category. Yeah, I saw that. Just to kind of do search for RPG Maker in general. That's how I found yours and a few other sites or a few other viewers and streamers. But I can't figure out how to get playtesting to work on my channel. This is my thing is the art. Yeah, you're on quite a bit actually. Quite a bit, Joseph. See, I was you told me to try screen capturing, and I can't figure it out. I tried and it doesn't actually show anything. It might be because I have a laptop or something. Or I have to use this avatar thing, and that takes up a weird slot. I don't even know if it shows battle tests or anything with the incredibly loud music. I don't know if it shows battle tests. There'll be a loud sounds because RPG Maker is the loudest thing in existence. I just want to see if it shows up. Nope. Good thing it didn't. Apparently he's wearing his that was the battler was nude. But so it's a good thing it didn't show up. Have transparency. Yeah, I just have to try to do it, but I always turn on Twitch or things, and I'm like, I don't want to mess with it and fiddle and figure it out. I just want to start streaming. I should probably do it at the end of a stream or something. I hadn't streamed for like over a year. took me 4 hours to be able to stream again just to fix everything. Maybe I'll just figure out if I can start a Discord today after this. Or maybe that'll be tomorrow. Because it is getting a bit late, actually. I had RPG Maker people to talk to, and I got excited. Also, murder. Sleep. I should be getting sleep soon, yeah. I wanted to finish all my icons, or at least plan them out before I started to really finalize my items and put them in things. So that's why I'm doing that now. But I really should stop, even though I don't ever really have 4 people watching. But well, thank you for showing up, though. I think everyone's cuddling in the night, so you're a good influence. Thanks everyone for watching. I don't know if I can actually. I don't think I can do the raid thing. I think I have to be an affiliate to do that, and I am not. Not yet. Don't have enough people following. I should turn all this stuff up and actually get some sleep. I have to work tomorrow. Thanks for rating everyone and hanging up for a bit. I appreciate it. Talk later.